Let me go here and make sure my top here is done. My laptop is set up here. And it's not. No, it is not. 1 minute. Oh, I forgot. My son have to come over and I think I messed up something. And I'm going to be doing something totally different on the Sabbath, coming in starting from 6 p.m. on Friday up until 6 p.m. Saturday, because the Father want me to really stay uh, tuned in to the way it's supposed to be done. And he was talking about those that's going to Mount Zion. There will be a day that is also set. I'm just trying to make sure. Yeah, that's right. That is also set in the same thing. They're set up uh, uh, the correct way of the Sabbath. So I want to make sure I'm about my Father's business. So therefore, I'm going to make sure that my is what He intended for it to be. But you know what He whispered in my spirit today? He said to me, Deborah, had it done on you that everybody that's on YouTube that's speaking on the Sabbath, YouTube is paying them, and they have the audacity to try to tell people they upholding the Sabbath, but they're getting paid on YouTube for being on the Sabbath day. I never gave that a thought. I never would have given that a thought. That is so true. You people thinking that, okay, these people are saying we should keep the Sabbath, keep it holy, keep it holy. And the Father said the Sabbath is Him. He wants you to understand that it's your spirit and Him in oneness. Taking that one day and come into Him. Lay your head on His bosom. Read, study, wait for Him, tarry for Him to give you what you need for the next 6 days. He said, Deborah, it don't have anything to do with cooking, eating. It has to do with spiritual. The Sabbath is not flesh, you guys. It's spiritual. He's not caught up in you fixing you something to eat. He's caught up in your spirit coming to Him on the Sabbath day and sitting and eating spirit and truth with Him. And this is only in the spirit realm. So I'm not talking to the dead, I'm talking to the living. Okay. So I want you to understand that what He's saying makes a whole bunch of sense. Um, and I'm a grateful individual, because me myself thinking back at how I never did, even when the church talked about Sabbath on the 6th, I never respect nobody's way of the Sabbath. I always felt that way, that the Sabbath is not for flesh. The Sabbath was always meant for spirit. So how did we, but it makes a lot of sense of what I was speaking last week about how people take on this Sabbath day and be doing other things and want people to think that they're holy on that day or they're respecting the Sabbath. But what He's saying is, it is a day where you and Him abide together. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. For Him to just think of us sharing a day with Him. He ain't got nothing to do with you cooking, you making your bed and all that old stuff they've been adding to it, because all of that's on the outside of man. If you're going to use what He created, which was the Sabbath, and it says, like, I think it says, the Sabbath, man is not created for the Sabbath, but the Sabbath is created for man. So it's pretty much kind of let you know that the flesh don't rule nothing. Get your butt in line with the spirit. That's how I feel about it. So I never was too far from that. And that's what I noticed too as I wake up every day and throughout the day, that the Father is bringing me more closer to what I should have been closer to. You see what I'm saying? And I'm quick to say, when I remember that, I knew that it's because I did, y'all. Y'all might say, when that lady just said that because he revealed her. No, 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 no. It's a lot of things that I remember him teaching me and showing me and telling me, but I had to sit in that seat alone, you guys. I had to embrace everything he taught me, what he told me, what he showed me, what he revealed to me. I had to sit in a chair alone with what all he had given me. I couldn't go to my left to tell them. I couldn't go to the right and tell them because they were nowhere in that realm to inform anyone. My mom, my dad, my sisters and brothers, nobody was in that realm. So just imagine if you look back at what my videos, me telling you, I've been doing this for a mighty long time. But I'm grateful that he brings, he see fit that this end day where he's bringing light out of the darkness, he's also bringing the light out of me. He's showing me things that I knew of. But see, that's something else you all did not understand. When Yeshua said that the Holy Spirit would come, it's called the Holy Spirit would come and it will bring power. It will be a comforter and it will show you things to come. It will teach you all things and it will what? Bring things back to your remembrance. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. I know y'all don't get it. I don't know. I know you don't get it. You're not supposed to get it if you can't get it. Okay. I'm speaking to the living, not the dead. All right. So I say unto you all that I'm grateful that he put that in, because when I said, but Father, they get paid for sitting up on YouTube speaking on the Sabbath day, but they telling you you're not supposed to work. You see how they've been teaching y'all? But the Father revealed that to me. You know, I don't get paid on no Sabbath day. He knows that already. You see? But what I'm saying is, YouTube hands them a check for every day that they have been on YouTube. And what he said, it doesn't stop on the day that the Sabbath. You won't see them not come on here and give a message on the Sabbath. They make sure everybody who might skip Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on the Sabbath, they get on here and say something. All of them. They make sure they go through one or two. And if it's husband and wife, he say something, she say something. Why? Because they still follow the world protocol. But this is what I'm doing. Today, when I did a video, two videos, part 1 and part 2, which I was led by the Spirit, because the Spirit broke everything down to me about this individual. And I said, why has they got her on here and everybody talking about her, and what's make their relationship, or who are they? And they were servants of the world. But he told me, but Deborah, I was wanting to use him, but she abused him. And then that's when he began to tell me how she won him over, you know, and now, because Yah is bringing light out of darkness, he's bringing him out of her. And that's what's going on with Henry and Monique. Okay, so I know you all saw me upload 2 videos, but I did that way to, well, I started early, but it seemed like it ran right into the Sabbath, just like this message. I had to come back and do this message, and this message is titled, people, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing nothing and you're doing too much. You're doing nothing and you're doing too much. You see, you're doing too much in this world and you do nothing with, for, nor in the spirit realm. That's why I'm here to say to you all with this video, but I won't be back until after the Sabbath is over. And every Sabbath day, starting from 6 to 6 p.m. Saturday, I won't be on here. Okay, I'm going to be where I'm supposed to be in the spirit realm. That's the true Sabbath. That's the true rest. is resting my head in his bosom and hearing his spirit speaks to my spirit regarding the next 6 days, the next 6 days, or what is to come. So I'm excited about respecting the Sabbath day. And he was explaining to me, because even when he poured the small remnant out, that's something that is going to be a must, he said, in Mount Zion. There's going to be a day where we just strictly know that it is a day that we dig in him and him dig in us. You see, the greatest thing is he's going to be in the midst of Mount Zion. Oh, yes, he's going to be right in the center. So we're going to be so fixed up when he finished cleaning us up, we ain't going to want to do nothing but take that Sabbath and do it the way he created. And that's all he's saying, Deborah, is I'm going to bring that Sabbath in the right place come time for Mount Zion. It's going to be in the right place. But he said, get ready for that right place. You get what I'm saying? So know that the Sabbath from the 6th to the 6th, it ain't about what they told y'all about. You know, it ain't all about all that. It's about your spirit is detaching to my spirit and letting me deal with you on that level. Because what happens is he tell us what's the next 6 days is going to be like. Woo, no, you didn't go there, Father. Y'all, did you go there? Yes, he did. It's really to kind of let you know what the next 6 days is going to be, or the next month, or the next year. But if we don't come into a oneness in the spirit, we are out here doing so much right now, even to today. People are out here taking care of every business of the flesh and in the world that they can possibly take care of. And then they'll wake up tomorrow morning doing likewise. And they'll take that Sabbath. I was speaking about it last week because I felt it in my spirit that people would fake this, I'm holy than thou, or I'm righteous, I'm upright, I know I'm in there. And they would take that Sabbath day and use it for worldly matters. But the Father is saying, let them use it for worldly matters, Deborah. I will need you to keep expounding on those that are living, those that are living and those that are dead. So you're going to have the majority of them taking it and still saying, oh, I'm a Christian. I'm a man and a woman of the Most High God. I'm the pastor. I'm a priest. I'm a bishop. I'm an evangelist. I'm an apostle. You know, I'm a prophet. I'm a prophetess. And it's these prophetesses going clowning out here left and right. Don't have no spirit and truth, but out here clowning. I mean, like they really got a light in their right hand. Now one of them don't have a light in their right hand. They just out here clowning. And I also see another prophet being attacked, but a lot of people don't understand. She's being attacked, and no one is really seeing the bigger picture. There's 2 ways she's being attacked, and even her herself have no understanding. Let me tell y'all why. When you are out of the realm of what is spirit and truth and the light, and you go on here like Monique did with her husband, and you portray to be that prophetess of the Most High Yah, when these things come upon you, then you're supposed to be able to measure them and say, "What? Okay, what is this about?" You know, so where do you go? To the bosom of the Father. Okay, just like I was just telling y'all about the Sabbath. Like, say for instance, me. Today I did go out, you guys, and I had no idea that you would think they will be lowering the prices on things, especially cars. You can't sell them. People are not buying them. But these people are jacking the prices up big time. So I didn't find anything as of yet, but I'm still looking. Okay, so that was what I said I was going out yesterday to do today. So I did go out, and I enjoyed myself going out, heading out. I started a video saying, people, don't, you're doing too much. And I'm bringing that bad boy right back. I'm telling you, you're doing too much. But as I was uploading the video, it was like they were on my channel again, bothering. I couldn't see anything on my side. So I had to cancel that video. And I said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to speak on it. And then the Spirit said, don't forget, I want you to stick with the Sabbath as it really is spiritual, Deborah. And I said, yeah, I'm going to do just that, Father, and help me. I need you. I need you to chastise me and discipline me and correct me in it every step of the way, Father, y'all, because I need you. See, I don't need nobody like I need him. Nothing on this earth that I need that can compare to the need of me needing this here creator. I need him in words that the word need cannot even define. But I want to tell you all, people, you're doing too much. You all are still wobbling in this world of darkness. And this world is getting darker and darker, and people are still finding time to make everything in the world more important than anything and everything. People have not come to the understanding that if you take your spirit and your flesh and you serve your worldly matters, you cannot think that the Father is going to come for your spirit, because if your spirit has decided to serve worldly matters and put worldly matters on your top of your list, and as your overall, hey, I've got to take care of my business. I got to, yeah, you do. You do. And if you do, understand this. We all have business to take care of. This is the reason why he said, the people, that young lady upstairs with the kids, seek ye the kingdom first. And y'all would help you take care of them business and put it in the right perspective. But what you all do is you think you got it so nailed. It reminds me of my older sister. She think it's something big about paying full coverage on the insurance on a car. She think it's something big about having a car and having a car note. She think it's something big about getting the highest health care coverage. Just stupid stuff. That makes you a fool. The world been using you as a fool, and you're going to be a fool. People, you're doing too much. Right now, I want to tell you, if you're not living, then you are dead. So you can go on and do too much. It's okay. It's the norm for you. But I want to say to you all, in this world, Satan has gotten his victory, deceiving the whole world. It's high time that you step into a living that causes you to beat him at his system, in his system or in his ways. And can you? Yes, easily. But what people have gotten so detached to the way everything is done in the world that they are not going to tamper with any other way that the world has set it up for them to walk in. So they want to walk in that same worldly way and still hold on and say, I'm holy than thou. I know I'm saved. Let me tell y'all something. I have sat as a young person and seen, there are people I've seen end up in a mental hospital because they were sharper than sharp when it came down to this book. They could quote it, they could understand it, and they just had it mastered. But it took them into a mental hospital. Even the book itself, like Solomon said, much studying is a worrisome or a sorrow. People don't get what he's saying. It is true, because Yah didn't create his to be dedicated in trying to find A to Z in this world. He created his to tarry for him. And when we tarry for him, he would come and live in us. But we don't want to tarry for him because we got the whole world ahead of us. We want to follow everything in the world and make sure we nail this in the world, this in the world, this in the world, this in the world. The way the world has set it up to deceive us and rob us at the same time. It's time to beat this world at their own game. You got to find ways to beat them at their own game. Because instead of just being a people that's just embedding yourself in all the crookedness, because I can't find nothing. You guys, even to today, I had to go to my daughter's to unstop her toilet that been stopped up for 2 weeks. It's just so many things that I had to do earlier today as well. It's just so many things I realized that I'm doing this, I'm doing all these things that have, and guess what? It's just taking my little living away. Why? You're doing too much. You have no time to sit back and see how I can win until the Father comes, to take me from one level to the next. Even if it's the grave, it don't matter, y'all. It don't matter. Even if it's the grave. But to take me from one level, and that's the level in this country, to wherever he wants to take me. If it's 6 foot under, so shall it be. But I have to try to just not sit and serve. Let me just pretty much say that people are serving the world in any shape, form, and fashion. Everything that they are doing on this earth, especially in the United States, is so dark. And we don't understand. People don't understand. You're doing too much in the darkness. And you have nothing to show that you're doing in the light. You can't even go into your grandma's house or your pawpaw's house and minister to them. You can't go into your sisters and your brothers or your uncles and your aunts, your mother. You can't go in nowhere to minister to them. Why? Because you're doing too much. You're doing so much outside of what is spirit and truth. You're doing so much outside of the light till you are bombarded with everything and the cares of the world. We're detaching ourselves to all the things of the world to where when it's time to really see, and this is another reason why people can't see. This is why people can't see what's going on. Why? Because they are doing too much. It's too much that they're doing and they don't understand. You need to be backing out of that stuff and seeing what you need to be doing. But you think they're going to bag out? Ain't nobody going to bag out. This was sad, I heard today. But then I heard something that also works hand in hand with it. One man yesterday was talking about they got a plan to release a certain people out, and it's going to be like people like zombies, and people are going to be like zombies, and they're really planning on releasing this. And I'm like, listen to this man. I'm like, so can it get any worse than the ones that's already dead? No, it can't. The spiritual ones and the dead ones, it can't get no worse than that. It can't, y'all. Because it's like saying you walking around right now, you living even in your house with the dead. You walking around every day, side by side, with the dead, with the majority of the dead. See, you got to match it with what Sister Deborah is saying in the spirit realm, the dead. See, that's what people didn't want to do. They would look at me all cockeyed, like I don't know what I'm talking about, but then the world's showing you they've been playing all this time. And you are still behind. Because you would think that, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. That can't be true. Yes. In the spirit realm, the living is walking already side by side with the dead. The difference is there's more dead than there is living. It's more dead than there is living. So this man was saying something about yesterday about how the dead, it's going to be zombies walking around, and they got it already set up to release them. And then this other man come talking about something similar to that. He said, these people in this country don't have no idea what they're about to do to them. And I'm like saying, wait a minute. He's not saying exactly what the other one is saying, but guess what? They matches. They match. See, how would I connect that one to that one? It's because I'm focusing on what I've already seen from the wilderness. I know that the picture ain't as pretty as y'all trying to live it to be. And if y'all want to live it like it's so pretty, that's on y'all, okay? But it ain't as pretty as you think it is. Because when I said we have living and the dead, we are walking among them, and that's worse than the zombie living and dead. Because the living and dead walking on the earth is greater than the living dead in the flesh. Hello. Okay. So there you can see where a greater battle. And as you read Matthew chapter 24, 25, and 26, and then you go into Revelation, you can see the battle where even those that are the living is going to die by those that are the dead. It's telling y'all right there. And y'all will bypass it. But let them come to the movies telling you about the walking dead and the living dead. You'll believe everything they say. So why is it Deborah hearing this man talking about and only reason why I believed him because he broke it all the way down. And when somebody's able to say something and break it down, and I can connect it to what I'm hearing and seeing in the wilderness, I say that's right. That's right. That matches. That matches. So when I heard the man today, he was saying the people in this country have no idea what they got prepared for them, that they're going to let loose on them. And I'm like saying, you sounding like the guy, but the guy sounding like what I've seen and I'm understanding from the wilderness. So they about right. You see? So will it be hard on me? No, it'll be hard on you because you're doing too much. You out here thinking, I don't know where along the line people are thinking that they're supposed to be living like, what would I say? The sun never go down. That's the mindset of the flesh. It gives these people this idea that the sun never goes down. But see, look at me. Do you see me crying? Do you see me scared? Do you see bags over my eyes? Do you see me lacking anything? You ain't going to see me lacking. You know why? Greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world. Everything he's shown me, see how I can connect what the man said yesterday and the man said today about what they're going to do? I can connect with it. Why? Because the Father done showed me already in the wilderness. So I already know, and I've been teaching it to you all, how bad it really is, y'all. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see nothing coming. Y'all get on this devil platform and you listen to Sister Deborah speak it, just so it can go in one ear and out the next. Just so you can still stay detached to so many things in the world. And then when the rug is pulled from underneath you, you ain't gonna know how to even deal with it. And you're gonna think that the Father gonna jump from heaven and clear you up, and he ain't. He's already told us about how the saints is going to be taken out and how they're going to think that they did something good when they do it. Come on now. That's this day they was talking about. See, all these things is in this day while everybody's sitting here thinking, well, I'm going to be about all of my business in the world, and then I catch that on the sideline. That's the spirit that people have. That's the spirit. I would rather people be wise and knowledgeable in the spirit realm and having the Ruach HaKodesh to give them the understanding of that wisdom and that knowledge so they'll know what they're coming up against. Now, what you coming up against is not your battle. It'll be Yah's battle. But your flesh has to feel, it's going to feel what you coming up against, and it might throw your flesh out. Why? Because your flesh going to be like, wait a minute, I didn't know it was going to be like, you ain't going to be able to handle it. So what's better than to have your spirit prepare you for whatever this world is going to do? People ain't in that mindset because it's really, and like I said, and then I heard them also talking about the way that they're going to take from everybody. And I've heard so many other people talk about it. And I said, Father, it's amazing how you allow me to speak the very same thing the world is warning the people about. But they can't hear it neither way. You see, even though sister saying the same thing and the world is saying it, but people ain't hearing it either way. Because what? You're doing too much. You're out here doing entirely too much. Too much stuff that's detached to your worldly matters. And you have no spirit and truth and light that'll cause you to be able to balance all this darkness. But you thinking, okay, if I just get it right in my household, if I just get it right at my job, if I just get it right where I'm at in my community, in my neighborhood, in the place that I worship, I'm going to be good. A lot of people have no idea, which I didn't know the length of it. And then I know I'm going to have to teach that. And I might do that. I might put that before the Father during my Sabbath. Is what can I say? You can't teach people no more. You can't teach them. It goes in one ear and out the next. It can go into the spiritual ear and out the flesh ear. That's how easy it is. Or it can go out in the spirit, it can go in the flesh ear and out the spiritual ear. That's how messed up it is today. But I sit back and I see that people believe that the unity is the unity of the flesh. They have vowed to themselves that as long as it's me and mine, I'm good. That's their spirit. And they have locked it in to where spirit and truth and the light, it's going to let them go through and be in a situation. So they'll realize that, wait a minute, so you thought this was your world. You thought this was your all in all. You thought this was your beginning and end. You thought, because people really believe that you can talk about the Most High Yah, but he ain't like that. He got to treat me different. He got to be about something else. He can't be like that. Because this is, a lot of them are dead people who claiming to be spiritual. But if you, like I say, if you ask them for the food of their spirit, they don't have any. You ask them, what is your fruit? What is your and a lot of them, they want to say, well, you can't get in that way. Yes, that's the only way you're going to be able to get in, baby. Because there's no way he's going to have you to come down here with no fruit of the what? Spirit. No work of the what? Spirit. No labor of the what? Spirit. The labor and the work of the spirit works out of the flesh, and it owns the work and the spirit within it. But you can't tell people that. They think just because they're on YouTube, up in the corner, up on a brick wall, oh, hey, I know I'm in there. I know they so assured in themselves. They have no idea the Father already has measured their heart. And that, again, are the dead, because they don't see their heart to be anything but holy than thou and righteous. That's all. That's it. You can't tell them nothing else. This is how they have, I ain't gonna say they spirit and deceive they flesh, and they flesh it and deceive their spirit, but this is how they came down here. I put it like that. And y'all said, I ain't gonna change. Ain't no crooked gonna be made straight. Who gonna pull up and make the crooked straight? I'm gonna straighten out everybody come time for that Mount Zion. And I can guarantee you they're gonna have to still be the one that was my spiritual seed. See, the spiritual seed got down here following the things of the world, but yet they still the spiritual seed. They didn't go as far as they could have, because the spiritual seed reside in them. That's why what Yah going to do when he gets to Mount Zion, he's going to remove the parts in them and put his own parts in them. But they still were the spiritual seed that came down. He ain't telling you that he's going to bring the dead to Mount Zion. You see, no one respect the tools. No one respect that everything is not all ones. You see, they thinking, or all 10s and all 15s. It's one or the other. And if you too scared to look at your ugly self in the mirror and judge yourself daily, that's on you. That's why the world is judging you, and your family is judging you, and your co-workers are judging you, your friends are judging you, your neighbors are judging you. It's because you reject judging yourself, because you don't think you ugly. You see, you think you the best thing to hit the earth, and you have no idea that's how the dead thinks. They think that same way. You're just people that's constantly doing too much. And don't think that the creator don't see that you're serving 100% worldly matters in a time as this. You think he don't see that? You think the Most High do not see that people are out here serving the world, but yet saying they holy? How did you get there? How? He said, let them be in the world, but what? Not of the world. I'm telling you, people, you're doing too much. Now, say if we were hitting 100 years ago, then it might not be the way it is today. But where we at, there's lawlessness, the judgment of the Most High, the wrath of the Most High. He's now then knocked them all down to the earth. Okay, the principalities in high places that's fighting other angels. That now they're on the earth. Perilous times, tribulation, and then you're going to sit and wobble in the world of all of that and not get in the place where you need to be? Oh no, you're doing too much. You got too much that you're doing. Too much. I heard a man, and he talked that thing. He said, if, and I know that, and I know, I really know the truth of the whole matter of it. He said, if something is in the way of you, the Father will move it out. And I felt that thing, because I know that's how he rumbled. When something is giving you too much turmoil and y'all still got a work for you to do, he would move it out of your way, from among you. And this man was saying the way he would remove it is what hit my heart. Because I said, he said, even though you would have a hard time dealing with it, it would bother you, it would hurt you. But the thing about it, when y'all move something that he see that's a stumbling block before you, he will move it out of your way. And no matter how you might have a hard time, he's not looking at that. He's moving the stumbling block from around your midst, so you won't be stumbling. And this individual won't be constantly bringing these issues before you, because it takes away from what you should be doing in as a living. You see, this is also speaking of people, you're doing too much. And if y'all has to remove certain things out of the way to get you to find your way back where you need to, or where you should have been, oh, he would do it. He would do it. And when this man was saying it, it was like, oh my, yeah. I just thought about so many blocks that is set before me. And I just always blame Yah regarding it. I felt that, okay, it's there to make it hard for me, as if I done something wrong to be for these issues to be before me. I done something wrong. Truly, I you know who I am. You know what I'm about, Father. You know I be whooping all that on him. But I when this man said that, I thought about what the Father said to me, and he said, Deborah, Mm, 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 mm. Let me know when you're ready. Mm, 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 mm. Just say the word. I'm afraid of that because I have taken on just that in time past, about 20 years ago. I had to go before the Father, and it was three situations. They were different years, time period. But when I went, he pulled up like nothing. He wiped it away. I wasn't expecting it like that. I wasn't expecting it like he said. He is quick and it's a two-edged sword. See, y'all don't understand what he's saying. See, I know what he's saying in the spirit realm. Because as he's saying he's a quick and he's a two-edged sword, he letting you know I would cut up, which is your joints. I would come into that, cut up that bone marrow. That's the detachment to your heart that causes you to have new blood. That's what he's saying. He said, I messed that spirit up. See, y'all don't get it. Y'all have no idea really who you think you messing with. You have no idea who you entertain as well. So he's saying this, and see, I'm seeing it in the spirit. Y'all can comprehend it in the flesh, but I know what he can do. I had to call on him like that. Did he show up? Bam! You think he didn't? Instant. Like he said he quit. He ain't playing. Notice he said the two-edged sword cuts the bone marrow, the joints first. He said through the bone marrow and through the spirit. Mess with me if you want. See, y'all don't see him. Y'all don't know him like that. So this is where we're at today. And when he say to me, Deborah, just let me know when you're ready now. Say the word. And I'm like, oh, because I wouldn't know how. And he knows I wouldn't. Would he help me through any and everything? Sure, he would. He helped me through those. But I never, ever would not own that there are times when I needed him in a way. That's why I said, don't tell me what need is, baby. When he pull up, he don't play. Many times, like I was telling y'all the other day in a message about, it was talking about how he's quick. He said, my word is quick, sharper than a two-edged sword. Now, what about him? What's the deal with your word in the two-edged sword for all of y'all? Then you gonna tell me that two-edged sword cut past the joints, the bone marrow, the spirit? What is that word? He's just letting you know, don't play with me. But do you think people get it? They don't get it. Why? Because they're doing too much. This world have got y'all so full of the way that you see it to be, and it's so trapped in its way that you couldn't see the light nor the spirit and truth, or how serious this creator has always been. You're doing too much. You got your day. The guys were talking about how they don't have enough time in the day. What happened to the time is just you don't have no time in the day. Going back to what I was saying. Even if you did, you put too much, you be doing too much. Beat it at its own system, at its own plan, or at its own system. Beat them. That's what you all should be trying to do. Beat this system at its own game. But now you want to play with the system. You want AI to teach you, preach to you, and lead you. I'm just so dumbfounded and so disappointed with the Ethiopian people. I know they sold out anyway. I already knew they had sold out. That's why they over in Israel. I don't know if y'all know they gave them some land. Oh yeah, they got some land over in Jerusalem. Oh yeah, the Ethiopians. I look back, what was about 18, 19 years ago. in Georgia, how all of them was there. They was running all these big companies. I said, why would they let them? Who are they? Because they sold out. Don't let nobody tell you that the Ethiopians' Bible is the true Bible because it got all the book. Don't be naive. The same way America manipulated the scrolls and added and made their own Bible is the same way they doing the Ethiopian Bible. Don't be no fool. Same way they did the Enoch. Same way they did the all the lost books and all the found books. What people don't understand, if they was lost somewhere. Where were they? How is it you can go on Amazon and get every lost book that is taken out? Somebody rewrote them. You see how the mindset of people is gone? They can't put one and one together to make two, to get some sense out of it. This is what Solomon was talking about. There's nothing new under the sun. Tell them again, Deborah. They didn't listen to me. Many books is too much worry and too much sorrow, knowledge in this world to learn everything that Solomon had learned under the sun. He said all of it was vax and vexation with spirits, wicked and evil. And you all take everything to be the opposite of what Solomon said it was. So that's what I'm saying. You're doing too much. You're doing too much in that same thing Solomon said. Vanity, vexation, worthless and wicked and evil. Spirits, he said. That's what Solomon kept saying. He kept saying it, kept saying it. See, he thought he was going to be, hey, he giving me the gift to know everything under the sun. I'm going to be in there. I'm going to be in there. And when he found out that it wasn't no good, under the sun. Woo, I like that. I like that. See what I'm saying, y'all? Why y'all want to make everything that you get involved in and that you have dedicated your whole living to, you want to make it good. You see? And then make anything that has any spirit and truth in any light to really turn your spirit on. You ain't got time for that. You ain't got the energy for that. You ain't got no investment for that. But everything in your worldly life, from what you have, what you got, what you getting, what you doing, is more important. People, you're doing too much. And that's not a good thing. And that too much, you might think, hey, that lady's saying that. But I'm speaking in this end day. We are in that day. So if you're doing too much in that day, you're doing a lot of darkness and evil. You're serving this world to the utmost. If I can have to come here and say, people, you're doing too much, don't think I'm saying you're doing too much in righteous. Don't think I'm saying you're doing too much in holiness or you're doing too much in the light. Don't think I'm talking about you doing too much in spirit and truth. I'm saying you're doing too much on the dark side. You're doing too much. Yeah, you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can make it whatever you want to make it. But when it all said and done, you're doing too much. And guess what? Every word that I've just said about people, you're doing too much. Hold on just a little while. Just a little while longer. And I ain't saying a long time. Even to this year, you'll start to see it all and realize that, this is what that lady was saying. Because what they got planned, I've already seen it. I've been trying to hoop and holler and tell you all, oh, it's in the wilderness. I see this. Y'all, it's not good. And you telling people, that same thing Noah was saying. You think Noah came down to the people and said, y'all, we're going to have a sunny day tomorrow and a cloudy one the next day. And I think that cloudy one going to bring that rain in. Y'all better come on and get into the ark. No, He was telling them the same thing I've been telling you all. It ain't looking good, y'all. And it's not. America is not going to be great again. You know why? The great that it was great in being evil, wicked, and great of being Satan's synagogue, place of Satan's synagogue and his seat. That's what made America greater. So I say to you all, when I'm telling you people, you're doing too much. You're doing too much in Satan's den. Nobody want to come over in the spiritual realm. That's why people can't unite. That's why people can't come together. That's why people can't even come into a unity to praise the Most High God, to uplift him, to glorify him, to edify him. I sat back and I watched how many people are losing their lives, like Stephen Derby, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, how all these powers, same powers that's ruling now, took these men's lives. And they taking many that open their mouths. Anybody open their mouth or don't do the things they want you to do. And I'm telling you all, you are doing the things they want you to do. You're doing too much to where you don't even understand. You fall into their protocol. You're doing too much and don't realize that's what you're doing. You can't play two sides. There's not two sides for you to play. You're either dead or you're either alive. See, the Father already set up 2 dead, 1 dead, and 10, 10 dead and 1 alive. So they said, let's mimic that. Let's dip into this, the Walking Dead, the zombies. Let's get involved in that. See, don't think they didn't get that from somewhere, you people. That's why I say these people on these platforms can't speak spirit and truth. They can't have the light in their right hand because these things they don't speak. They won't come nowhere near this realm. You know why? It'll mess up their chat. They've been on this devil platform every Sabbath day since they've been on here. They get paid for that day. But yet they tell you, you all better take advantage of your Sabbath. This is the Sabbath, and beat you to a pulse about the Sabbath. I'm just so grateful he gave me an opportunity to really go in and take it from here, because it's a sign also for you all out there. He's at that door. That door finna sling open. Has to. For him to want me to really nail the Sabbath and get it in order as far as me. See, it don't start with you. He said, Deborah, you know what it is. Come on, let's get with it. Get in your lane. You know what it's about. That Sabbath, make it between me and you. Me and you, come on here. It's just you and I, come on. And that's all the Sabbath is, y'all. It's you and the Father. It ain't you cooking and you eating and you can't eat, you can't cook. It ain't that. You and him. Come on, go with me. That's the Sabbath. That's the true Sabbath. The world had made the Sabbath one way. And you being anorexic in the spirit has no idea that the Sabbath was made for the spirit of who you are. To abide with the spirit of who the Father is. Come on, let's go together in spirit, in a oneness. Surely Yeshua gonna meet us there. Come on, let's go into a oneness. Let's go into that place of rest. See, and 99.20 billion wouldn't even understand that. That's really what the rest is. You're gonna tell me that when you lay your knucklehead self down, that's a rest? When you sitting at home watching television and you on YouTube doing videos, you gonna tell me that's the rest? No, the Sabbath is not for man, it's man for the Sabbath. I think I said it right. But whatever it is, it's telling you the spiritual power of it is to give man the understanding that it's about the spirit and not for the flesh. But see, they didn't teach it like that. But they didn't print it like that. You see? But this is why the Holy Spirit was to come. It was to come to teach you all things and to bring things back to your remembrance. But people didn't want to tarry for that. They wanted a man, a pastor, a church, a religion that they could believe in. So he left you right where you at, dead. That's for the dead. All of those churches and religions and Christian churches, all of them is for the dead. They have to have a place to go to too. You ain't the only one got a place. They got to have a place to go to too. Because that's how he set it up from the floor up from the kingdom. Every place, everything has its place. Everything has its place because heaven's orchestrated it. You are doing too much. Now, the more I say that, make me realize what he's saying. They too much embedded in the world. And it's okay because the days of Noah, so likewise. The days of Lot, same likewise. They ain't coming out of that realm. I even think about Judah. 400 and something years and still won't own that it told you profaned his name. And you won't even come into a unity to teach these men that we wronged him. We did a lot of things once he gave us the promised land. But you know what they say? Forget that. He better come get us. We got to go back to the promised land. Baby, he gave you the promised land. Josh took you there. And you cut up from the floor like you're doing in this America. In this great old America, you're doing the same thing. And you wonder why he won't pull you off the tree. Oh, Father, yeah, did I go there? Yeah, Deborah, it's okay. Did I really go there, Father? Yeah. Because that's my thing all the time. Father, why did you let them hang people on the tree? Why would you let them do those things to them and stand there laughing, have a good time, the kids looking at everybody? Father, why would you do that? Judah should have went to the drawing board right then. Wait a minute, it's a lot of things took place. We got to figure out why. That Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's Yah didn't come for us. Why didn't he stop them? Why didn't he deliver them? It's always about the twos. One down here dead and one down here living. When he take you up to Mount Zion, he's taking only the living. Yep, if the living gonna have sin, yep, they gonna have sin like everybody have sin. He gonna clean that mess up. But he got his. They call it living. I know a lot of y'all thinking he just gonna come and just grab all of your dead and the living, bring you to the wilderness. Come on, y'all, let me take you from here. Oh, no. No. I'm not gonna be like Jonah. I ain't finna go and jump off. And a lot of y'all wouldn't understand that. What Jonah did was he was willing to kill himself. That's what he was doing. See, a lot of people wouldn't even thought of that. He was willing to kill himself. He wasn't going back with them sick people. You want to love on them, Father. Y'all, I'm out. I'm gonna jump in this ocean. He ain't had no problem with that. No, he wasn't. He ain't had no problem. And a lot of y'all wouldn't even grip that. I look at Solomon. Solomon went and learned everything under the sun. Praise the mighty Yah. Yah gave Solomon the ability to learn everything under the sun. Once once Solomon saw that it wasn't nothing good under the sun, he said, forget it, ain't nothing good. That's why he went on his way. He went on his way. But what y'all did not know Solomon had, Solomon was the spiritual seed. I don't care what woman had him on the side of the flesh. He was the spiritual seed. So he wasn't going to escape going back to the kingdom. You see? If you say Solomon had all them wives and they turned him from Yah, you's a fool, you're going to live a fool and die a fool. You better go to Matthew chapter 1. Everyone in Matthew chapter 1, all of those are the spiritual seeds. All of them. And then when you look up their name in Hebrew, it tells you a spiritual purpose from the heaven level to the earth. You know, it'll tell you what heaven called it to come down to the earth. It's beautiful. I know now one of y'all would think to do that. It don't matter. It don't matter. It is what it is. But Solomon, Solomon, I just thought about him knowing all that was under the sun. Boy, that remind me of me. Going in that wilderness and being shown all this mess that's down here now. Boy, you tell me I don't need Yah. Whew, don't you ever tell me I don't need Yah. I need him in a way that nothing on this earth can define or give me the definition of the need that I need that Father. I need Father Yah. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Yes, I do. Every hour I need thee. Whoa, bless me now, my Savior. I need thee, Father. And I ain't gonna sit here and come on. So I, Sister Deborah, I use that word so much. I'm getting ready to go into, and that kind of song kind of got me stirred up into my need, which is the Most High God. And I want to say I appreciate each and every last one of you all who have tuned in. And I say I will be back after the Sabbath because I'm going to take advantage of the true purpose of the Sabbath. The true purpose of the Sabbath. And that is my spirit and your spirit in one. I must rest on his bosom. That's the Sabbath. So I say unto you all, have a wonderful Sabbath. Shalom and shalom. Okay, let me get this here channel. Okay. Okay.